Hello everyone. So today's topic of the video is types of ITR forms. So if you are filing your income tax, so under which form you have to file your income tax is the main topic. So we will discuss different types of forms and which form should be applicable to you is the main subject. So please watch this video till the end, and also for the same video you have a PDF version in the link description below. So if you want to share it with anybody or want to save it in your mobile, you can surely download it from the description link. Now why should you file ITR? It is mandatory to file ITR if your gross income is 2.5 lakh, 3 lakh or 5 lakh respectively with your age. Like if you are above if you are below 60 years, you have to have minimum income of 2.5 lakh. Similarly 3 lakh for 60 to 80 years senior citizens, and if you are above 80 years and you have a gross income above rupees 5 lakh, then you have to file mandatory income tax return. If you have multiple sources of income, like you have salary income also, and you have house property income also, and you have sold any property and you have any capital gain, then you have to file your ITR. And lastly, if you have earned income from any foreign assets during current financial year, if you have any foreign remittance or any property in foreign which you have been receiving rent in India, so you have to file your income tax. Now income tax returns help individual to receive a refund. Like if you're a salaried person and if your employer cut TDS of from your salary, then you can get those TDS as a form of refund if you are eligible for that. Also many times if you have to apply for loan or visa, your ITR statements are being produced as an evidence of your income that you can repay, or about your visa application also. So ITR is important for that purpose also. Now which ITR to file? Every individual has to file different form of ITR depending on their income and category. So if you if you are under certain income and as some category like company or individual or HUF, so you have to choose ITRs from that. And if you file any ITR wrongly, then you have to file an ITR again. Like if you are eligible to file ITR 2 but you mistakenly filed ITR 1, so you have to file your ITR again with ITR 2. Now first ITR is ITR-1 Sahaj. Now this is only for the resident individuals, like for only Indian residents having total maximum income of rupees 50 lakh. So if you have an income of rupees 50 lakh or less, then only you are allowed to file ITR 1. Individuals having salary, pension, single house property, other sources income, family pension and agriculture income of rupees 5,000 is only allowed to file ITR 1 Sahaj. It is one of the simplest ITR forms. Now this ITR is simplest and anybody can file these if you are eligible, having a salaried income or any single property, house property, rent receiving. So in this you can get general information, GTI, deductions also applicable to this, taxable income computation. Along with this you have everything in this ITR-1 Sahaj. Now who are not allowed to opt for this ITR-1 Sahaj is if your income, total individual income is more than rupees 50,000. If you are having any taxable capital gains, like if you are selling or buying any house property or any share dealing in shares, you are not allowed to file ITR-1. If you have house property rent receiving from more than one house, then you are not allowed to file ITR-1. If there are investments in unlisted equity shares, if you're an NRI, if your agriculture income is more than rupees 5,000, you cannot file ITR-1. And if you are a director of the company, so this is an important point, if you are director of the company, you are not allowed to file ITR-1. You have to file another form which we will see later on. And if you have any foreign income or any income or profession you have outside India, so you are not allowed to file ITR-1 for that. Now what is ITR-2? Individuals and HUF who are not having an income from property and gains of business So if you are individual and HUF and you are not having any income from property and gains of business or profession, and if you are any director of a company, you can file ITR-2, who own unlisted equity shares. So if you are unable to file in ITR-1, it's basically that if you're unable to file in ITR-1, you can file in ITR-2. If you have more than one house property, you have to file ITR-2. For one house property, you have ITR-1, and for more than one house property, you have ITR-2. And if you are director or you have any equity shares unlisted, so you have to file ITR-2 for that. The form must be submitted by individuals and having income of more than rupees 50 lakh, salary or pension generated income, income from house property, income from winning a lottery or horse race, income generated if the individual is the director of the company. So whatever things you have in ITR-1, you can file it in ITR-2. Like if an individual is not eligible for ITR-1, an individual or HUF is having no income from business or profession, so then ITR-2 is applicable. So if not one, you can definitely file in it ITR number 2. Now what is ITR-3? ITR-3 should be filed by individuals and HUF who are having income from profit and gains of a business. So if you are an individual or an HUF and you are having profit and gains of a business, like you are running some shop or practicing professional, or you are a CA having a individual firm, so you have to file ITR-3. Having following individuals can opt for ITR-3 forms: having income from profession or business. Investments are done in unlisted equity shares. If the individual is a partner or director in a company, so if you are a director or a partner in a company or a firm, if the income is from salary or pension, if the individual has a turnover of more over than 2 crores. So first में था कि 50 लाख के ऊपर, then 2 में था कि 50 लाख से नीचे, then 2 में था above 50 lakh, and for ITR-3 turnover more than 2 crore rupees. Okay, now ITR-4 Sugam. ITR-4 is called Sugam, and it is for HUF and firms other than LLP. LLPs have another form which we will study next. HUF and firms like partnership firms or CA firms or any law firms, they have to file ITR-4 if their income is up to rupees 50 lakh. And this computation of income is done under section 44 AD, 44 AADA and 44 AE of the Income Tax Act. Then one should file ITR under this form. अगर इनकम 2 करोड़ से ज़्यादा होती है तो आपको ITR-3 फाइल करना पड़ेगा. सो इट्स लाइक 3 और 4 सिमिलर. अगर आपकी इनकम 2 करोड़ से ज़्यादा है तो यू हैव टू फाइल ITR-3. अगर उससे कम है और आप फर्म HUF हो और फर्म हो तो आपको ITR-4 सुगम फाइल करना पड़ेगा. More than 50 lakh rupees if the individual has brought forward any losses from the previous year. So if you are under 44 AD presumptive income but you have any losses from the previous year like business loss, then you are not allowed to file ITR-4. If the individual having signing authority outside India, if you have any contribution outside India, like if you are director outside or if you have any branches outside India, then you are not allowed to file ITR-4 form. If the individual have foreign assets, same as above. If the individual has more than one house property income, if the individual is a director of the company or NRI or NRO. For this, we have form ITR-2 and ITR-3 as per the turnover option. ITR-4 is not mandatory. The form can be used by the company if he is eligible under 44 AD, 44 ADA or 44 AE to declare profit and gains from presumptive basis. So if you want to declare your profit on a presumptive basis, like on a book profit 6% or 8%, then you can file ITR-4, but it is not mandatory. So you can file ITR-3 or ITR-4 depending on your other eligibilities. Now ITR-5, firms, association of persons, LLPs, body of individual. So all these except companies, everyone, firms, associations of person, LLPs, body of individuals, estate of deceased, keys and insolvent, investment fund, business trust, they have to file ITR-5. So there is no turnover option. If you are AOI, AOP, LLP, BOI, artificial, judicial person, firm, you have to file ITR-5. You don't have any other form option. Now ITR-6, companies not choosing exemption under section 11 have to file ITR-6. So all those companies which do not have exemptions under ITR section 11 have to file ITR-6. And what is section 11? Provides exemption for income derived from property held under trust wholly for charitable or religious purposes. So this means that all the companies have to file ITR-6 except section 8 companies. So if you are section 8 companies, you cannot file ITR-6, and any other company other than section 8 companies or not having exemption under section 11 have to file ITR-6. You can't file any from 1 to 5 number, you just have to file ITR-6. Now what is ITR-7? Person including companies which required to furnish return under section 139(4)(a), 139(4)(b), 139(4)(c), 139(4)(d), 139(4)(e), 139(4)(f have to file ITR-7. So all those companies or charitable institutions, trust, religious institutions, schools which are not covered under any other form, or companies which are not covered under ITR-6 have to file their ITR under ITR-7. Now this thing is important, that ITR-6 and ITR-7 is compulsorily to be filed if you are a company, whether you have any turnover or not, if you have any income or not, if you are having any profit or loss, you have to file your ITR. But for others, you have an option for ITR 1 to 7 or 1 to 5, whether you want to declare your income or not if you are not falling under any slab rate. So if you don't have any income and you want if you want to skip, you can skip your ITR filing. But ITRs for companies is compulsorily to be filed irrespective of your turnover, irrespective of your profit, irrespective of your dividend. So for any queries, for any doubts, you can surely comment down below. Or thank you for watching. Stay connected for more updates. Like, share and subscribe my channel. Also comment down below if any query or any suggestion you have. Thank you and stay safe.